Give me 10 minutes, and I'll help you erase your weakness. Not with hollow motivation or fleeting inspiration, but by exposing weakness for what it truly is, an illusion. A narrative you've repeated so often, you've mistaken it for your very identity. But if you're willing to sit through discomfort, to let Nietzsche speak to the parts of you you've buried, something within you will shatter, and what emerges won't be a better version. It'll be the authentic one. The one that was always there, waiting. Nietzsche didn't write for the fragile. He wrote for those daring enough to stare into the abyss without flinching. If you're tired of waiting for a savior, exhausted by fear, passivity, and endless apologies, this isn't about transformation. It's about reclamation, because strength isn't found, it's remembered. So let's begin this journey into the depths of your psyche. Weakness isn't feeling too much. It's allowing your emotions to puppeteer your actions. It's the constant need for validation. It's outsourcing your worth to people who haven't even figured out their own. Weakness is choosing peace over truth, labeling laziness as self-care, and disguising insecurity as empathy. It's not the absence of strength, it's the ultimate betrayal of self. Society rewards this weakness. You're conditioned to obey, conform, and remain pliable. They applaud your silence because it keeps you predictable and forgettable. Nietzsche saw through this charade and declared, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. He wasn't talking about physical combat. He meant the psychological battle. The struggle to remain dangerous, not in a violent sense, but in your potency in a world that demands you stay polite, apologetic, and small. You've been fed the lie that setting boundaries is selfish, that prioritizing yourself is narcissistic. Nietzsche rejected this notion outright. He believed true power stems from rejecting the herd mentality, from cultivating clarity and presence, not from ego. So I challenge you, who are you without the desperate need to be liked, without filters or masks? If society didn't expect you to be soft, who would you become? Most people can't answer this. They've constructed a persona based on external feedback, but that persona is nothing but a gilded cage. And Nietzsche? He despised cages with every fiber of his being. You already feel the cost of weakness. It's that quiet resentment simmering beneath the surface. That bone-deep fatigue that no amount of rest seems to cure. That ache in your chest that isn't burnout. It's the betrayal of your deeper, truer self. You weren't born to crumble at the first sign of judgment. You were born to be sharp, primal, not chaotic, but uncheckable in your resolve. The habits you formed, they matter more than you realize. Weakness hides in the mundane routine. You reach for your phone the moment you wake, scroll endlessly, compare your life to curated snippets. You surrender before your day even begins. But remember Nietzsche's words, he who cannot obey himself will be commanded. It's time to reclaim your mornings. Before you check your screen, check your breath. You are not a consumer first. You are a creator, a force of nature waiting to be unleashed. Weakness reveals itself in speech, in how you apologize for merely existing, and how you say, I don't know, when deep down you do. You dilute your presence, afraid to take up space. But clarity, true, unapologetic clarity, is a force to be reckoned with. Stop hiding, own your words. Let your silence carry the weight of mountains. And what about emotion? Emotion isn't the enemy, reaction is. Strength isn't found in numbness. It's discovered in emotional mastery. Feel everything, but move with the precision of a surgeon. That's where true power lies. Victimhood? Nietzsche saw it as modern slavery. Not of the body, but of the mind. Blame. Waiting. Reciting your pain like it's a badge of honor. He rejected this mentality outright. Not because he denied trauma, but because he refused to accept stagnation. So stop narrating your story like it's a tragedy. Use your scars. Forge them into impenetrable armor. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Your why isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you choose deliberately and with fierce intention. Decide what you serve, what you protect, what you will no longer tolerate. Carve it into the bedrock of your day. Direction kills distraction. Purpose weakens weakness. Most people can't sit still when confronted with these truths. But you're still here, aren't you? That means something real, something powerful within you is stirring, ready to awaken. Your weakness isn't just mental, it's existential. It's rooted in fear, especially the fear of standing alone. You've traded authenticity for acceptance, but belonging always comes at a price. Nietzsche would urge you, stand alone. Not forever, but until you're no longer paralyzed by the prospect. So what's your next move? Stop begging for a seat at someone else's table. Build your own. And if no one joins you, get more space, more clarity, more room to grow into the person you were meant to be. You procrastinate not from laziness, but from a misguided loyalty to your old self. The version that kept others comfortable at the cost of your own growth. But that version must die. The snake which cannot cast its skin must die. Thou shut it, the people pleaser. The overthinker, gone, banished to the shadows where they belong. Start with your words. Stop saying maybe when you mean no. Stop apologizing when you're not truly sorry. Speak with clarity that cuts through the noise. Speak with a presence that commands attention. Then focus on your body. Weakness hides in your posture and the way you carry yourself through the world. Change it. Walk like someone who expects to be followed. Sit like someone who doesn't ask for permission to take up space. Let's end this with a truth that might sting. No one cares what you survived. They care what you became. If you're still fragile, still bitter, still anxious, you've let your pain win. It's time to rewrite that narrative. Say it with me. I became fire. This isn't motivation. This is your return to your true nature. You can't unknow this now. So choose, evolve, or continue living a lie. Become the person Nietzsche would respect, not the loudest, not the richest, but the most real. The one who doesn't hesitate when they look in the mirror. The one who guards their standards like their life depends on it, because it does. Now, I want you to pause and reflect. What part of this message resonated most deeply with you? What hidden strength did it awaken? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a dialogue about personal growth and the pursuit of authenticity. And if you found value in this video, if it stirred something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Like and subscribe to join a community of individuals committed to shedding weakness and embracing their true potential. Together, we can inspire a revolution of self-discovery and personal power. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. What will you do with the next 10 minutes of your life? Will you fall back into old patterns, or will you take the first step towards becoming the person you were always meant to be? The choice is yours. Make it count.